A beautiful morning to you and welcome to the newspaper review right here at Prime Media TV. I am Ayo bringing you the news headline for today. And as always, I have quite a number of headlines to be reviewed with you. First of which is on the upcoming protest that Nigerian youth are planning for from the 1st of August to 10th of August, and we will be having a robust conversation on this upcoming protest with a guest who is an entrepreneur and a political analyst. He will be joining us in this conversation, the person of Mr. Gideon. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Good morning, moderator.
So it's a pleasure to have you join us in the conversation today, and we are pleased to have you because we know that we are going to get a whole lot of value from this conversation. You're welcome, sir.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you.
Okay, so let me go to my co-host here as well. Welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's dive into this conversation. So there is a protest that is being planned. We don't know who exactly is leading this protest, but all over the media space, especially on Twitter, now called X, the conversation has been ongoing on ending bad governance. And part of the many things that the people, organizers of this protest are fighting for is that beyond that hunger in the land, they want the prices of fuel to go back to the way it used to be. You're now buying fuel for close to 700 naira. In some places, they are selling for over 700. And, we see how bad insecurity is becoming. But then, those people who are hosting this this protest, who will be leading this protest, they had a meeting on the X space, and I would like that we quickly hear from them so that we can know how to come in. We would like to get your thoughts on what this protest should be all about. Are we going to get what exactly that we need from this protest? So immediately after the video, we'll come back to you, sir. So let's have the video.
We don't care about the constitution. We don't care about P2B. We don't care about Atiku. We will change the leadership, everything that is called Senate, everything that came with this government, everything that came with 2023 election, we go. Everything. If one person die in this thing, everything that came with this thing, and let me tell you, this protest is not the one we will do. After 1 week, we go. We fire to the fire. We will fire to the. You see the way we have started discussing protests now. Very soon, all spaces will be hosting. 50,000 Nigerians will be on space from all over the world. The funding will be there. The lawyers will be there. If you lock up anybody, the person will be brought out. The lawyers will be there to follow up the court. Anything you want, fire to fire, money for money, anything you want, we will fund this protest more than the elections. What you saw in 2023 is child's play to what is cooking, because this is a fight for Nigerians. It is not. In fact, let me tell you people, there is nothing like party. P2B can, as far as I'm concerned, go back to UK and continue his life, because the new...
My brother, tell P2B to start running now, so he can leave early. Tell Atiku to stay where he
go back to UK and continue his life. He has tried. He has done well. He opened our eyes, no problem. But the new Nigeria we are talking about, all of them, Gaskia, all of them, we no want. We go just choose one neutral person. We never touch leadership before. We never smell politics before. Carry and put there. So what we are telling you is that we are coming with a list, and I've said it. Eboji go no now. Where my own matter is now is fuel. That first week we are starting that in. Put fuel at 100 naira first. So that we will know whether we are dealing with animals or we are dealing with idiots. We know you people are cows already. But from that first week, as you hear Pium, bring down fuel to 100 naira first. I don't care how you want to do it. I don't know about the analysis of oil in Nigeria. Nothing concerns me with that mass. If you can buy private jet for yourself, if you can do 21 billion naira house for one person, vice president, I can buy for 100 naira. I don't know where you want to bring the money from. I don't know whether it has anything to do with production. If our production will go to 3 million barrels from that first week of protests, provided fuel sells for 100 naira in this country. I don't care. If you are not able to do fuel 100 naira, that is even demand number one. If you are not able to do, because we need fuel. From that first week, we need fuel first. We need fuel. That subsidy that you removed from day one, you will return it. And not just returning subsidy. You will make fuel 100 naira. Day one protest. Fuel 100 naira. That is what everybody in the north, south, east understand. Let's even begin to buy fuel 100 naira. That way we can now see whether we are dealing with human beings. That is the way forward. So please, and please, we must maintain that spirit of oneness. One person died, pakam. I'm not saying police you should not shoot. I'm not saying you should not deploy. But if you deploy and shoot one person, pam, gone. Everything that happened with 2023 election, everything that we did in 2023 cancel. Senate president, House of Rep, and I have said it before, our people are languishing in IDP camps. And during this protest, we might need to fund moving all IDP camp people to the National Assembly complex. That our Senate is comfortable place where some of our people in IDP camp can at least start sleeping there for now. Because we are in this fight for our brothers languishing in the bush.
That is just few out of the many things that was discussed, that these people are saying we are not going out to protest for anybody to be there. We are not. This is not about politics. It is not about political parties. It is all about ending bad governance. So I would like to go to Mr. Gideon. I want to hear your thoughts on this protest that is upcoming. What are you expecting of the people that are planning for this protest? What are you expecting the fight to be personally?
Thank you, moderator. I feel so honored to be here. Let me go straight to the point. This protest is going to be 1 in millions, because the way it is now, and the way the alarming of the rate of it online now, is as if the youth are now want to take their birthright by force. Because as it is now, this government has no guilty conscience, and their families is okay. Anyone can die, and I'm seeing this protest as a stepping stone for the people in government to rethink whether they will remain there or they will quickly vacate, so that the right person can take over and then do the right thing at the right time. And this protest is not going to be like NSAS, because NSAS focus on only police that are harassing the citizen, mostly youth, unlawfully. But this time around, the whole Nigeria are facing the heat. Not only one part now. The whole Nigeria, both the old, the young, the middle age, the aging, we are all facing it. So anyone who failed to support this race, we have ourselves to blame. Because this is a fight for all, not for one person. This is a fight for all, not for one person.
All right. Earlier you mentioned that this is a fight for the people, this administration to know that they should leave so that the right person can come in. Now, do you think that political party can help us again in this Nigeria? Like with the rate at which political parties has dealt with us back to back, because when these people get up there, they begin to play politics. Now, do you think political party as well can help us in this Nigeria? Because according to the person hosting the space meeting, he was saying that this is not a time for us to be fighting for political party for one person. Like, he was making reference to Peter Obi, that they are not expecting Peter Obi to be the savior for them, that they will just go and look for one person that has not even tasted politics before and put the person in power. So what do you think of political parties helping us out of what we are in, the mess we are in Nigeria?
That's a wonderful question. Let me start by saying, Lagos State Governor, the third one, Governor Ambode, was not a politician. They brought that guy in order to compensate him for what he has done for them in secret, because he was a Lagos State Chief Accountant Officer that who helped the governor then, which I will not mention name, who helped the governor then to embezzle and to manipulate. So when the guy now came into power, he felt the money he made, this money is for Lagosian. So it's supposed to be spent for Lagosian. And then that's why the guy keep doing what they didn't expect him to do as a governor. So later, when they find out this guy is doing it, this is not the way politicians do this. There are two things involved in politicians. We have Ojelu and Oshelu. Sorry for speaking in English. Ojelu means somebody who's coming to use the public fund. Oshelu means somebody is coming. Ojelu was Oshelu. And then the Ojelus have to antagonize him. Take him out by force. Because he was doing what they didn't send him. And Ambode being not a politician, he forgot that we are not counting election, we are doing selection. He believed by my second time, what I have done will speak for me. That's why during the primary election in Lagos, then, all those where Ambode has his own backbone, the ballot box paper were not being taken there. Just for him to lose the primary and then to be what? Out of the way. Come back to your question now. Political party can help us. If we individual have rethink and a new orientation, that you go to politics not to go and embezzle, you go there to serve. The mindset should be, I'm going there to serve. To lead is to serve. But the issue of Nigeria, I want to believe one thing. Some of our leaders who are there now, in the first place and their initial level, they have a mindset, when I get there, I'll do something. But when they get there, there's some heat, or there's some carcass, or I can't say, who influence them. If you don't do what we say, by next second time, you know what, coming in. And they have to, there's Alex say, if you can't beat them, then you join them. But I believe political party, not from any either PDP or ACP or whatever, a neutral party can emerge who has the mindset of people where I'm going there to make life better for my citizen, not for me alone. Political party can help us, but not this present one we are in, because all this one we are into, they are robbers.
All right.
Quote me, robbers.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Gideon. You've spoken very well. You see, to buttress what he has said, political party can actually help. The thing is that it's not as if we don't have good people in power. But the thing is, he said something that what is playing out in Nigerian politics is if you cannot beat them, you join them. We seem to have more bad eggs than the good one.
Yes.
Now, what we are having as a problem in Nigeria government or politics is not actually the political party. The problem we are having in Nigeria government is godfatherism. Godfatherism is godfatherism has made it, made things in a way that votes do no longer count. So when somebody has assured you, now I quote the Mr. President, who said that he is going to, in his capacity as the president, to give Edo states to the APC. An election that is to come. He's already assuring them that he is going to, now by that, he is going to place somebody of his choice there. Yeah. All right. So when you are placed in a place, you are not going to be.
You are account of the person that
is the problem. There. So that is why it seems as if in Nigerian politics there is no transparency because they did not enter through the due process. All right. When somebody places you in a place, you are accountable. All right, Nigerians are not the one chosen the Nigerian leaders. Now coming to the protest, you see, it's the first of its kind. Often we hear youths are the leaders of tomorrow, but it's not playing out. But I think from what is going to happen now, it is going to be a reality in Nigeria. Yeah. Because we see men who are even supposed to die, they are still alive, and they don't even want to pave way for the fresh mindset to come into power. So the election, like Mr. Gideon rightly stated, is going to be stronger, higher than the experience of NSAS, because NSAS protest was targeted on one sector, police brutality. But this one, everybody, the government is brutalizing the citizens in every segment, in all angles. Look at fuel, look at electricity, look at road. There's a video I saw recently on S of how somebody was being backed. A matured people now back people when it rains. Rain that is supposed to be a blessing is now a thing that people now pray for rain not to fall, especially in a place like Lagos, where Mr. President is always claiming to that he builds. Right? So this move is going to be a move that will change the organogram of the Nigerian politics.
All right. Now, I would like to go to, still around the protests. The police recently sent out a press release that at the set location where they would be having these protests, that they should not allow anybody to gather around. Anybody that is gathered around to protest should be arrested. And the first thing that came to my mind is that constitutionally protesting is right.
Sure.
And in I think 2012, 2013 or thereabout, when during the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's administration, when he was planning to remove subsidy on tariff, part of the many people who staged a protest against him then was the sitting president,
Sure.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He posted on his X handle then, he said they should allow people to go out to protest because the future of their children lies in that protest. Now, the police are now releasing a press statement now that anybody who protests on the said date will be arrested. Let me start with Mr. Gideon. What is your thought on these people, on what these policemen are doing? Do you think that they are thinking the protest is none of their business? Because currently as it is, these youth are not storming the streets to protest only for a fragment of the society. They are protesting for all. So why do you think these policemen are doing this? Do they have a backing somewhere?
Yeah.
Do they have somebody controlling their affairs, forgetting that what these Nigerian youth are doing currently is to fight for their own rights too? What is your thought on that?
Thank you. Let me start by saying this, Adek. They said, a clear conscience, fear no accusation. Nigerian government are having cockroach in their cupboards. That's why they want to block. The only way that left for we, the masses, towards the government. That's why the government of Nigeria have to empower the police sector to jeopardize the protest, so that the whole world will not see their atrocities that they were causing the Nigerians masses. The police, I can tell you with my mouth widely opened, the policemen that were being sent to go and block those protests, they were not happy. But because they have no choice, a king send you an errand. The king's river is overflowing. The king's message must be delivered. And you cannot just jump into the river. Two things involved. What will you do? If you fail to carry out the king's order, you'll be killed. If you jump to the river,
You'll be killed
you'll be killed, I swear. So it's a tight situation. Some of the police is because you are far from them. Assuming you are close to them, you hear from them also. They too, they are feeling the heat. But because their boss, go, there's one stupid language, obey the last order. They too, as they're going, they were not happy. But what can they do? Their salary, their daily mean, or their daily food is on that area. So they have to carry it out. But some of them who have a common sense, they will not front, neither back. They will be in the middle. Just, I want to obey for just formality. My God sent me, let me go. But within him or her, it's not, because he too is know what he's feeling. But in this level, government of Nigeria are trying to quit that protest, so that their secret will not be open to the whole world to see that this government has really dealt with Nigerian people.
All right, over to you, Treasure. I want to hear your thoughts. The police, are they doing their job? Like, is this the right point? Is this the right stage for them to do their job, or they should as well join these people to fight for the deliverance that Nigeria needs?
Okay. Firstly, I said something in one of our program here that most of the sectors in Nigeria government today are no longer carrying out or exercising their due services. Their services have now been influenced by people in power. Now, you see, like you said, during some of the protests that have been experienced in Nigeria were influenced by even the current incumbent president. All right. Now, the constitution permits the citizen to protest. Now, to me, what I want to say is that they are trying to infuse fear into the people. But the problem they are having is that they are still dwelling in ancient knowledge. We have youths who are digital. We have youth, computer age people. All right. The Nigerian youth are ahead of these people. The fact that the Nigerian youth have not come violently, that the fact that the Nigerian youth have not come against them or come at them
Physically.
with all their knowledge and exposure does not mean that the Nigerian youth are coward. They are trying to instill fear, to infuse fear in order to quench the protest because they know what is at stake. But the problem, I think they fail to understand that from what played out in the Kenyan protest, there is a mindset the Kenyans, the Gen Zs, approached their protest with a mindset of if I perish, I perish. Yeah. A mindset of what will happen will happen.
Yeah.
All right. So it was on that note that even when they were being tear-gassed, they still didn't withdraw. Mm-hmm. Even when, in a war, some people must go down.
Sure, bunker.
The river does not flow through the forest without bringing down trees. Yeah. But the thing is that the Kenyan, their aim was actualized. What the purpose of the protest at the end was actualized. So, for the fact that Nigerian youth, we know the constitution, we know that it is our legal right to protest. It is our legal right to say no to bad governance. All right. So it will even be a breakage of law for the police and whoever that is instructing them to come out against the people who are exercising their legal rights. So they are just, of course, in Nigerian policy, we see people coming to say things, but we know what we know, and they can't stop the Nigerian.
All right. Let me take my final question to Mr. Gideon. What level of success are you expecting from this upcoming protest? Do you think it will be like the Kenya protest on the finance bill, or do you think it will be the same way as the NSAS? What are your expectations?
My expectation is very high, and I pray that we shall meet the target. I may not be there to support them physically, but in any form I have the power to do, I'm going to do it. And I see this protest as a change, positive change in Nigerian government. And we expect to see a good result. Even go far better than Kenya protests. But my fear is, will this nation stand? After this protest, will this nation stand? Because if you are able to conquer these age people, then I see a new Nigeria and a better government ahead of us.
All right. And then in another story that we'll be taking today, the Hausa organization advises Kinsmen against joining Fulani organized protests against Tinubu, reminds youth such was forbidden under Buhari administration. A Hausa social cultural group under the umbrella of Hausawa Sansa Development Association, HTDA, has raised an alarm alleging that some Fulani people are plotting to instigate protests against the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government. The group, which made the allegation in a statement dated July 9 and signed by Kautom Alumbi Jitami, warned all Hausa's youth across Nigeria against participating in the alleged planned protest, asking Hausa youth to be wary and vigilant of the plot. So here is another conversation. We know how much Hausas are. In every election, you will just see that the northern states has the highest number of people who voted, and you are wondering, where exactly are these people coming from? Are they humans that voted? Is this human vote or something? But then these people are saying that this protest is against their own law, or probably their Sharia law, and they are saying that they were forced to instigate a protest against the Buhari's administration, that they won't do that now in the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Now, I want to hear your thought. What perspective do you think this their thought is coming from? Do you think they are doing this based on the fact that their person is not in power, or they are just doing it based on the law that they have acclaimed to believe in?
Thank you. Two things involved in this Hausa trying to back out or refuse in joining this protest. During Buhari, they said they were being forced to protest. But now they say they were not going to participate at all. Number one, the man, number one of this country, in person of Mr. President, indirectly is working for Hausa of Fulani as passive. Indirectly. I could remember something happened in Oyo State. A Ghanaian gun was, or something like that a king was brought out and was born inside his mother's belly, and they killed his wife, and they killed the heir throne to the dark kings. If Mr. President claimed to be a Yoruba man, then he didn't visit that place for a day. Sorry, and that one happened in Ore, in Owo, in those things. 88 or 84 members were killed on Sunday. Then election was fast approaching. He stepped in there, gave them 50 million for the church rebuilding, 50 million for those who their daddy, their mommies, their aunties dies. But in Kaduna, he gave them 50 billion when their market got burned, trying to hook the Hausa of Fulani to himself. So making himself to be more responsible to them than the Yorubas. And if the Fulani came and now said they are not going to join the protest, automatically they want to show appreciation for what he has done for them. This country is beyond what we are seeing. There's something that Mr. Number One have done for them secretly that he has not done 110. Ratio 1 to 10, one of it to south or to west. So now they know what they are saying. They know. But either they join us or they didn't join the southwest and the west. No problem. What will be, will be. That's how they say, when you get to toilets, when you want to poop with their hands, what? We open. So we should not fear, or we should not look at what they are saying. What will be, will be. But I said it, and then I repeat myself. Some things that Mr. President have done to them, for them, secretly. Many of them. During Buhari, they captured about 517 Boko Haram, suspected Boko Haram. They give them amnesty, freedom. Those ones that came back to this Boko Haram again, attacking. Go to all Yoruba State now. Yoruba State now are becoming so insecure about, is it last month, Shagam Express Road to Ore. On their broad light, Boko Haram. I went to Ibadan. I've gone. Before I was hearing that at that cocoa house, they said Boko Haram attacked, and then they took away one pregnant woman. Up to now, it's not yet to be found. So the Fulani know what they're doing. They want to show appreciation. Baba, we'll not join them because we know that you're a good man.
Done something. Okay, let me go to Treasure. What are your thoughts on this?
You see, He has said so many good things. The truth of the matter is that said what he said for himself. Because the truth is that scientifically, the medium of heat conduction transfer, we have the radiation.
Of course, now.
The radiation, the one coming from the sun.
Yes.
Now, so long you are outside, so long you are not under shade, you must feel that.
Of course.
The kind of heat that is coming is not a. They say you don't need to tell a blind man that
what is coming now.
So when whatever we know what happens. Anybody can come to the media and say anything. Right? He cannot say whoever that made that press release cannot automatically or fully say that he is speaking for all the Hausas. The truth of the matter is that the Hausas are feeling it more than some other people. Yeah, everybody is feeling it. So it is what is happening or what is coming to happen is an organized thing. There is you see that they release the date ahead. There is planning for this thing. For the date to have been released ahead, there was meetings before they arrive at the starting day. All right, so it's not something that is coming coincidentally.
No,
this protest is a well-planned protest, and I want us to understand that we have intelligent youth in Nigeria. We have smart youth. We have youth so the thing is, the protest coming is not a type that anyone or any tribe will say, I'm not going to be part of. When time comes, everybody will be part of it.
Exactly. All right. On this note, this is all that we'll be taking on this segment. We'll be going on a quick break now, and as soon as we get back, we'll dive into another conversation. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.